It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got the Shamrocks leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Shamrocks and the Chiefs, next on Madden Football.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Shamrocks of Brooklyn. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were winners last time out. So two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 96 yards and a touchdown.
Leading the league in rushing after week 1, you know he'd love to double down and continue that type of play here in week 2.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Wagner. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Murphy. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Wagner. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stroud. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush.
They are really working in sync right now.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, Wagner. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Wagner. Pryor has it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Wagner. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. After 1, 7-3 the score. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. Here's a 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. And now we'll hook up midfield on second down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. A shotgun handoff to Murphy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Shamrocks are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, they'll run it here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Wagner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wagner. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw going to be caught by Davis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Now Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Wagner buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wagner, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Returnable here for Davis. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 2nd down, it's Flynn. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. Wagner. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On third down, Flynn. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They will find Davis. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Wagner. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Back to throw again.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with a little East versus West in the AFC, and it's the LA Chargers heading east.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground, pushing through the contact. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Flynn. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. To throw on 2nd down. Bowling. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Stroud sets up the play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here goes Stroud again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Stroud's throw taken in by Palmer.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Bowling over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Now a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Bowling. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Down, Kansas City.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
Uncorks one for Davis. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the first down, Chiefs.
On first down, here's Stroud. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play action. Stroud now. That is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bowling. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Murphy. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On third down, it's Murphy. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Palmer. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's again complete to Palmer. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Kansas City.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup and a first down, Chiefs.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 39-yard line.
Stroud now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on third down now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Stroud. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough.
19-yard line.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
He's going to keep this again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Up the middle they go. Flynn, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Flynn, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Paul bringing it in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Byer.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Flynn, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.